Welcome back. If segment 3 helped you understand why your brain learned to people please, this next conversation may help you understand where many of those beliefs were reinforced. And for many of us, that place was home. Before we begin, I want to make something very clear. This isn't about criticizing African families. It's not about blaming our parents. African culture also teaches beautiful values, community, respect for elders, generosity, responsibility, family loyalty. Most parents gave what they knew. Many were raising children while carrying their own unresolved trauma, financial pressure, grief, or responsibilities they never had the chance to heal from. Now, let me ask you a few questions. Did you grow up hearing these words? You're the firstborn, you should understand. Don't let your younger ones see you cry, you're setting the example. Sacrifice for your siblings. As the eldest, you must carry this family. If those words sound familiar, I want you to think about what they taught you, not just with your mind, but with your heart. Did they teach you responsibility? Perhaps. But did they also teach you that your own emotions should come last? Over many years, these messages can become your internal beliefs. Many of you ask questions like, why do I feel guilty when I put myself first? Why can't I say no to my family? Why do I always feel responsible for everyone? Why do I feel like I'm failing even when I'm doing my best? These are not random questions. They're often the echoes of childhood. Family psychology teaches that children don't simply listen to what a family says. They absorb what a family repeatedly expects. If you were praised every time you sacrificed, if you were only noticed when you solved problems, if your value was constantly connected to how much you carried, then it's understandable that as an adult, resting feels uncomfortable and boundaries feel like betrayal. But here's a question I want every firstborn listening to answer honestly. Just, how are you really? For many firstborns, that question rarely came. So they became experts at checking on everyone else while silently ignoring themselves. And over time, something dangerous happens. You begin confusing love with responsibility. You believe that if you stop giving, people will stop loving. But healthy love does not require you to disappear. Healthy families grow stronger when every member matters, not only the people who carry the most. If you're a parent watching this today, I want to gently encourage you. Let your firstborn be a child. Teach responsibility, yes, but also teach them that it's safe to cry. It's safe to make mistakes. It's safe to ask for help. It's safe to rest. And it's safe to say, I'm overwhelmed. Because children who are only praised for being strong often grow into adults who have to be vulnerable. To everyone listening who has quietly carried their family for years, hear this. Your compassion is a gift. Your sense of responsibility is a strength. But your healing begins when you realize that you were never meant to carry the emotional weight of an entire family by yourself. You deserve relationships where love is shared, not earned. You deserve rest without guilt. You deserve boundaries without shame. And perhaps the greatest gift you can give the next generation isn't being the child who carried everything. It's becoming the adult who teaches them they don't have to. That's how cycles begin to change. That's how healing moves from one generation to the next. And that's how a firstborn stops surviving and finally begins living. These values build resilient communities. The challenge arises when responsibility comes without emotional support. These values build resilient communities. The challenge arises when responsibility comes without emotional support. As an adult, your brain starts to tell you, my feelings don't matter. My needs come last. I must always be strong. That way, strength becomes your identity. But strength without emotional rest eventually becomes emotional burnout. Some of us were never asked to become adults. We were simply treated like one until we forgot how to be a child. And that changed everything. Healing doesn't require abandoning our cultural or family values. It means pairing responsibility with emotional health, healthy boundaries, and compassion for oneself. The greatest burden our family gave us wasn't responsibility. It was the belief that our love had to be earned. Before we lead you into our next conversation, I want to leave you with one question. What if the way you learned to survive in your family is now silently shaping every relationship in your adult life? Because childhood doesn't stay in childhood. It follows us into friendships, into marriage, into parenting, into the workplace, and even into the relationship we have with ourselves. So in the next segment, we're going to answer one of the biggest questions people ask. How is my childhood affecting my relationships? Until then, please stay subscribed and share. I love you.